You guys, guess what just came in the mail? It is the Artist of Life 2024 workbook by Lavender. You guys, if you are not familiar with Lavender, she is a very popular YouTuber. She does videos on self-growth, self-development, meditation, stuff like that. She's got over 1 million followers here on YouTube, and every year she comes out with a workbook, which is kind of like a planner and reflection journal all in one. So I am so excited to unbox this and show it to you guys. So let's do it. Let's get it out. So the colors offered this year, there's always two colors offered every year and they're always different. So the colors offered this year was like this kind of green, like a pastel green and a lavender. And when I got the initial workbook back in 2020, I got lavender, so I decided to do green this time because it's been since 2020 since I've tried this one out, because as we all know, 2020 was a very interesting year to plan for. So I loved the book, but I didn't really accomplish many goals in 2020. So but now I feel like it's back to somewhat normal. So um planning and reflecting and all of that is going to be very exciting this year. So, all right, so this is the green that we have. It is kind of more of like a gray green. I was thinking it's more of a pastel green, but it's still very pretty. And then, of course, the other color is lavender that you can order. So as we get in, we have the workbook belongs to blank. We have an intro page. The Artist of Life workbook is a guide to creating your most intentional and successful year. Okay, and then we've got some socials so you can connect with Lavender, and there's going to be these quote pages throughout the book. Okay, we've got a whole table of contents because this book is so intense. It is so packed with exercises. And then there's a welcome. Congratulations on taking a major step towards creating your dream life. So this is all about constructing your dream life, creating the life of your dreams. That's why it's called the Artist of Life. Okay, how to use this workbook, get ready for change. And the first section we have is Goodbye 2023. The first fill outable section is all about reflecting on 2023. So we have 2023 was the year that I blank, highlights and accomplishments, what worked, what didn't work, what did I learn, how did my life evolve, who made a difference in my life, what am I most grateful for, and list all the moments of pure joy I experienced in 2023. So I love that she starts out with a reflection to really dive deep into kind of what worked, what didn't work. So we have that in mind, written down before we start planning for 2024. Now, you guys, it gets so juicy here. 2024, there is so much to fill out. So if you are a writer, if you are someone who really likes to reflect deeply, this is such a good workbook for you guys because there are so many prompts in here. And this is just like, all of this is like before you get to the planning stage. So we have your theme for 2024. So you set a theme. What can you do to embody the theme? How do I want to feel? How do I want to evolve? What do I want to release? And then there's directions on how to set a vision board. There's a current me versus future me exercise, which Lavender talks about on her channel. Essentially, it's just drawing a version of the current you, and then your attributes that you currently possess, and then a version of the future you and what you want to possess. So then we get into self-love. You talk about your values, passions, strengths, motivations, and then kind of combine all of those to find like a purpose. Okay. And then success to me is a fulfilling life looks like 10 things I love about myself. She added this in since I've got the book in 2020. I don't know if it's new to this year or if it was a past one, but it's a mindset refresh. And you can rate, if you feel, I believe I am worthy and enough, strongly disagree, agree. Questions like that. I love myself, strongly disagree, agree. Reflect on your answers. What can you do to level up your mindset? And then talking about your negative self-talk. What positive beliefs will I choose to adopt instead? How can I start prioritizing my well-being and doing what's best for me? So this whole section is on self-care, and there are specific questions geared to get you thinking about your self-care, designing your habits, your morning routine, your evening routine, your weekly habits. And then why? How does this add value to my life? And then we get to start making goals for the new year. So all of that is in preparation to get our mindset correct to make our goals for the new year. Okay, so then you go into detail about your dream life. What would make 2024 my best year yet? Okay, and then you talk about health, relationships, career, personal growth, money, home, creativity and play, spirituality, and then your main goals and your why and your how, which are very important. You don't just set goals. You want to know why to motivate you, and then how, so you can have the steps in front of you to get it done. You have 100 things right here for a bucket list to do before 2025. I love filling these out. And then your ideal world. What changes would I like to see in the world? How will I contribute to that change? So really some high level stuff in here, high level questions, high level thinking, I think. Lessons for the journey, how to stay committed, why my goals are so important. We're really, really focusing on the why. What is my plan for when I fall off track? And then we have a whole section on fear. So what is the fear? What is the worst thing that could happen? If it were to happen, what would I do to bounce back? And will I survive? Comparison to inspiration. So talking about who you compare yourself to and why, and how you can implement or nurture those qualities in yourself. That's also a new exercise she's added since 2020. Eliminating excuses. Instead of blank, I will do blank. And then there's a whole couple pages on resources. Okay, so great books that you can read. Ooh, some of these I haven't actually read, so I'm excited to check those out. And then the goal book. Okay, so you start with your year at a glance, set goals for each month. And then you get into your quarterly goals. So you set a quarterly theme, quarterly goals, and then you break it down into each month. And it gets juicy, guys, okay? Because then we're going to break it down into each week. But we got the self-reflection wheel, so you can rate yourself how you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 in your self-esteem, your wellness, your sense of adventure, joy and play, etc. So financial, purpose, relationships, self-wellness, and creativity. And then there's like subcategories within all of those. So that's fun. And then we got like, okay, so it goes down into the month. So we broke it down into quarters, and then you break it down into months, and then you break it down into weeks, okay? So it's like all the way broken down. So it really helps you accomplish your goals. You've got the habit tracker, a daily tracker, and a huge place for gratitude. So important, guys. Gratitude is amazing. And then you review your month. So did you take the steps to accomplish your goals and dream life? January highlights. What did I learn? What am I proud of? How can I improve moving forward? I do this every month, you guys, in my happy planner, but there's no like section, there's no prompts from the happy planner that really gets this nitty gritty, okay? Then we have February, same thing. It goes the same until you get to the next quarter. So January, February, March, and then you start with you end with a quarterly review, okay? And then you start over with a new quarter. And then you get all the way to the end, and then there is a year-end review. How have I grown in the past year? What did I do? How did I do on my goals? Space for gratitude. And then there is like all these blank pages. There's some dots, some lines, and then there's little ideas to fill out the pages. You can collect quotes, journal, dream journal, morning pages, etc. And then there's all these journal prompts that she's provided for you. So it is a really comprehensive planning, reflecting. I love this. I'm so happy I jumped on this and ordered it, you guys, because I am just excited to start reflecting on the year and setting goals for the new year. Let me know if you guys made it to the end of the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.